What's up guys, ARIKA'S Gaming, and today I'm bringing you a brand new video. And this is actually, I'm going to make this into a playlist, just like I did with my Sarah's Missing videos. I don't know how many there's going to be, probably a couple. This is Lifeline, Bloodline. Please just tell me that it worked this time. Oh, and before I start, smash that like button and subscribe. And this game is basically, you know what, I honestly am not sure. I didn't look in the description of the game. It was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, even though I've only got like 20 something, not that much, but it was recommended to me. So we're gonna start. Please just tell me that it worked this time. So I'm gonna say, and this is one of those games, you know, you can pick a choice. Obviously you can't say whatever you want, so I'm gonna say, that what worked. And I think you can turn how fast it goes. I don't know how that works, but okay. Oh my God! I breached the veil. I know you can't hear my voice, but you can read my words. You understand them? I'm gonna be smart and say, yeah, I read English. Now, once again, I don't know a lot about this game. It just got recommended to me. I bought it, $1.99. That's it. And I downloaded it for I'm not sure what his YouTube name is, but I'll give him a shout out afterwards. Right. Of course you do. Sorry, it's been so long. I can't help still picture you as a child, but of course you'd have grown. You'd have changed in there. Uh, who do you think I am? You're my... I cast a spell to reach my brother Rand. Please tell me that's who you are. I'm just gonna go along with it. Yeah, I'm your brother. I don't think I believe you. And I have to warn you, if you're lying to me, I'm him, I'll prove it. I'm not lying to you, I'm Rand. How can I prove it to you? This is just cruel what you're doing. Cruel and stupid. I've caught you in a lie. You're not my brother. I don't know why you'd pretend to be him. Right now, I'm an open wound, and you're just dumping salt all over me. Well, you know what? I'm an identity thief, so... You have no idea how much I wanted to find him. How hard I tried, and for you to just... No, forget it. I'm not gonna cry. I have no idea what sobbing even looks like through a speech-to-text link. But whatever that is, I'm not gonna let you see it. You need to cry, then cry. This is just... If it would make you feel better to let it out, don't hold back on my account. Oh, I thought that was gonna be like a smart answer. Thanks, but I think I'll just keep it inside. I've been managing to get along without bawling for a lot of years now. I don't think I want to start in front of a total stranger. We don't have to be strangers. I have no idea where this is going. I mean, it looked like it had to do something with magic, because, you know, on the, for the icon, when you actually go to the app, it's like a girl holding her hand up, and her hand's like glowing or something around that. But I don't know. Look, I was taught from an early age that names have power, and I was also taught that nothing good comes of surrendering power unnecessarily. So yeah, maybe we should get to know one another, but maybe you tell me your name first. Okay. Yeah, alright, fine. My name is... Oh, I get to type. Okay, what should my name... You know what? Let's just go. There. Should give my YouTube name. My name is ARIKA'S. Hi, Elite. Oh, I don't know if I was gonna call you that the whole time. That's gonna get annoying to read. It's nice to finally meet you after all that. Thanks. Thanks for trusting me. I'm gonna go against every bit of my nature and do the same. Here goes nothing. Hi. I'm Arika. Or, I think that's it. Yeah, Arika Landfear. It's pronounced R. Okay, that makes sense now. But everyone says it like Arika, so I've learned to just smile and accept it. Arika. It's gonna take a second to get used to reading that. I'm gonna keep saying Arika. Arika, thanks for telling me. You're welcome. It's actually kind of know who's on the other end of this spell. It's kind of nice to know. To not feel like I'm just tossing these words into the void, you know? To have a connection. I don't appreciate a lot. I don't have a lot of occasion to use on the word appreciate these days. I sort of worry that I've forgotten how to even pronounce it. But I really mumble you listening. I'm just smart again. Don't mumble mention it. I honestly think I'm getting a cold. So all these games where I have to read stuff's probably gonna get harder. Woo, good. Let's have one of those relationships where I never have to say thank you. And you never have to say you're welcome. Wouldn't that make life a ton easier? I just feel like the biggest problem in the world right now is that people spend far too much time being polite. Can we agree to toss good manners out the window? Agreed. Sure. What's going wrong with you? Yes, fantastic, thank you. Nice try. Oh yeah, she did say thank you. Well played, Elite XS. Well played indeed. So anyway, as long as this conduit between us is open and we've taken the time to introduce ourselves, I guess I should tell you a little about my situation. As you've probably gathered by now, things are less than stellar. Who says stellar? The Cliff's Notes version of my backstory, which is more than I share with most people, goes something like this. I don't really care about a backstory. So about 10 years back, I watched my parents die in front of me, and when I tried to help, I opened a portal to a nightmare dimension called the Quintessence that swallowed my little brother Rand. Oh, and when I reached for him, the portal snapped shut, cutting me off from him completely. Wow, I'm trying. So that I've been wandering the Pacific Northwest for nearly a decade, surviving my wits, trying to amass enough mystical power to reclaim my home, rescue my brother, or die in the attempt. Good times, huh? It just starts off tragic, has a lot of tragic stuff in the middle, and let's be frank, is rapidly heading for what looks to be an appropriately tragic ending. How rapidly are we talking? Make it sound like you're heading for that ending sooner rather than later. Yeah, well, I guess you're not wrong. I'm headed back to where I grew up, where everything went wrong. A little town in Washington State called New Tenacity. Don't bother looking for it on any maps, you won't find it. That's by design. It's an enclave of magic users who sequestered ourselves a little bit away from the rest of society. We built a town in the woods where no one would bother us. So this is kind of like, I'm guessing it involves magic. I just assumed that because of the icon, if you guys ever see the icon. What went wrong? And I believe this is Lifeline, Bloodline, I think. What went wrong was my family trusted people. People that we never should have trusted. And they took everything from us. Our house, our town, everyone we'd ever cared about. They killed my parents, and when they were finished, they came for me and my brother. And I tried. The only thing I knew to stop them. And I just made everything worse. No wonder you don't trust easily. I want the excitement to come. Like, this is very exciting. It's just an introduction. The thing is, I really want to trust you. I want to believe that the whole world isn't filled with horrible people who are just trying to trick me or scam me. I would scam you if I could, but you know, it's cool. Just give me your social security number. Or say whatever they think I want to hear in order to fool me into giving them what they're after. People who couldn't care less whether I live or die if it puts an extra dollar in their pockets. I've met a handful of good folks in my time out here alone. I know they exist, but please, just forgive me if I'm slow to warm up. Know that I'm doing my best. You don't have to talk about it, because I honestly don't care. I just want to get to the excitement, but it's cool. Crap. If you'd rather not talk about it right now, I get it. The thing is, it's probably good for me to talk about it a little bit at least. Oh my god. Is there an option for me to say I don't care? I mean, I plan to go down swinging, and at least this way there'll be some record of it, right? As long as you're polite enough to let me keep blathering about my teen witch problems. Oh my god. If this is one of those... I'm sorry if I'm prying, because I hope she just doesn't talk, because I don't care. Honestly, I really don't. I just want to apologize if I'm making you dig open old wounds. It's not you, Elite XS. I've had those wounds for a long time. I think I've kept them from healing, because they really were the only link I had left in my family. But any idiot can tell you, you can't just walk around with an open wound for 10 years. You'll bleed to death eventually. And That's what I've been doing wrong, slowly but surely. So that's why this is the end. I'm going back to new tenacity. I'm either going to heal that wound once and for all, or I'm going to die from it. So what's the next step? Finally, are we actually getting some excitement? Like, what's going to happen in new tenacity? I just have to grab a few things on my way back to new tenacity. Artifacts, you know, objects of intense mystical power, the usual. There are 3 of them, between here, the official middle of nowhere Oregon, and there. First up, the ribbon from the orphan girl. What next? Candy from babies? Getting a ribbon from a little girl doesn't sound so bad. Oh, I'm glad you think so. Maybe you can handle it, and I'll sit this one out, she said sarcastically. Is that like, I can't tell if she's saying that or if it's just telling me she said it sarcasm. As with everything involving magic, there is of course much more to this than meets the eye. Does it have to be so hard? Seriously, why must it be so complicated? Couldn't you just buy a ribbon somewhere? Gosh, you know, I would just go buy any old ribbon, but I'm afraid my pagan skin would catch fire the moment I set foot inside a Hobby Lobby. So instead, how about I go get this one specific ribbon that I actually need? Fine, what's involved? Probably a lot. But as long as there's some excitement instead of, all this, just talking about your backstory that I frankly don't care about. So on the outskirts of Portland, a little southeast, there's a town called Happy Valley. Believe me, the name is sharply ironic. Early on, after I'd first run away from new tenacity and was on my own, I washed up in an orphanage there. This joint run by the Sisters of Mercy. And I do mean washed up. The kids there nicknamed the place Floodland, because every time it rained, the halls would fill up with dirty water and mud. It looked like a bombed-out, soggy post-apocalypse world, which made for a lousy Kevin Costner movie, and an even lousier orphanage. Sounds horrible. I mean, it does, though. The place sounds terrible. I'm sorry you had to spend any of your childhood there. Yeah, it was really... Wow, I just got an actual literal taste in my mouth just from thinking about it. It was a place where a lot of awful things happened. I got out and broke a couple of kids out along with me. I can't talk. I'm so sorry, guys. But there were more, so many more, that I couldn't save, no matter how much I wanted to. And honestly, Elite excess, I've been terrified of going back. Face your fears. I'm just being blunt about it. So I've heard that if you die, you basically just restart. I don't know if you restart the whole game or if there's like checkpoints and stuff. But if I have to restart the whole game, that'll be very bad. You're right, it's hard. But I know you're right. Because my memories of new tenacity are so much worse. Floodland. It'll be like a trial run. If I can make it through this, then I'll know. I'll know I have some chance, however slim, of winning once I get back home. One step at a time. Let's focus on the task at hand for now. You're right, I just need to stay focused. Plenty of time to get distracted once I'm dead. I imagine that heaven is mostly just hanging out on clouds and going, hey, look, a squirrel. So anyway, here's what this quest is all about. So when I left Floodland 7 years ago, there was this little girl who had just shown up there. Her name was Leela Grace, and there was something just wrong about her. It was subtle, the sort of thing I didn't notice right away, and most people didn't notice at all. If I hadn't been sensitive to the supernatural, and over-the-top paranoid after losing my family, it might have slid right by me. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. There will be a part 2 and possibly more than part 2s. I don't know how many more, I'm not sure how long this game is. Now before I end, go smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you for the next video.